So, I don't think we covered this. I think we covered it in speaking, but we're always called that we're capitalists, we're rich capitalists that are out of touch with the everyday man.
Which is
And
ridiculous as I sit here in my Versace robe and sip scotch on the podcast. Ridiculous.
I've got my Patriot brand fucking T-shirt on here. Fuck yeah!
Is it Under Armour?
No, it's Patriot.
Oh,
Man. You get that fucking Black Rifle fucking coffee with it, and Hannity comes over and gives you a fucking rim job. Um, but my whole thing is this. So I bought and it was 2023. I bought a 2020 Mustang with 4,000 miles on it. I basically paid $40,000 for the car. And I'm a capitalist elitist that's out of touch while I drive and with the gas prices, and I get 23.7 miles to the gallon in that car. Yet, Joe middle class that I have to dodge throughout the fucking day, left and right, is driving around in their $75,000 loaded pickup trucks with rims and fucking King Ranch edition and everything else, getting 11 miles to the gallon. Well, motherfucker, maybe that's your problem. Maybe you're probably, I don't fucking invest. No shit. No shit you don't invest. Because you
buy trucks.
Yeah, you buy the fucking the most carbon emission fucking bomb you can have. And yes, I do have a '93 Bronco sitting in my garage. And yes, it hasn't been driven in probably 7 months because every time I start it up, I put up more carbon than China. So,
the other thing too is cost of living has to be factored in when you talk about like what people make. I always hate when there's some kind of national tax credit or something that gets rolled out where, in the shadow literally of the Statue of Liberty here, I'm getting the same credit as a guy in Pawhuska, Oklahoma. And the sliding scale they use, if you make over $75,000 individually or $150,000 as a household, it starts to scale down. Why? For where?
Well, I
household 150. You're getting by up here.
I saw a house. It was it was on Instagram, and they were showing the difference between 8 and 6% and how much this payment was. The house was in Gilbert, Arizona, which was when I lived in Phoenix. Gilbert was kind of like Gilbert Chandler was kind of like fucking like like you might
a rough
have
part of town or
not. I mean, just like it was up and coming, but it was like all track homes. This was a fucking track home on maybe a quarter of an acre lot. Had a swimming pool the size of fucking, a little tiny kidney swimming pool that would fit in this living room of this condo. And at 8%, their fucking payment was $5,600. I'm like, what? I had a fucking $2 million house on 3 acres in Arizona. I mean, granted, I had bought the property, ahead of time, and we put, but I think our payment was like $4,000 for that thing.
Yeah, not anymore.
I mean, I'm thinking, who the fuck has a $6,000 house payment?
You can't buy now because you're still at like 779, right? I mean, it was frozen again last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
they didn't do anything to interest.
I don't know. I think I know for a fact that the economy was better under Trump, even though the fucking Dow Jones was at its highest fucking numbers ever.
Again, another record.
Yes, it's just so.
As Ben Lutz, hey Kev, do you have any grooming tips for first-time beard growers?
Don't don't have a neck beard. Keep your shit trim.
How far do you come up on the shave?
I mean, you gotta find like your
Line, right?
yeah. Everybody's got I just use my fucking the inner fucking jawline, like where your jawbone is.
Mm-hmm.
So that just that use that as kind of a
Remember that the chin strap action was like popular for about 7 minutes in the 90s. I might have had that at one point. Dan, update. Kev, what's your upcoming con schedule look like? Will you be hitting MegaCon in Orlando next month, trying to catch you in 2024?
I think the first one I'm going to do is Albuquerque. I don't know. I think it's January. I think it's January, like mid-January, 18th. Maybe the 19th, 20th, and 21st in Albuquerque.
Are you doing anything in Philly for the WrestleCon?
Yeah,
WrestleMania thing?
I'll do WrestleCon.
Why don't we?
For
You got to
Mike.
be up here. Can we do something for the fans? What can we do?
I don't know.
Okay.
Talk to Mike.
Who else we got here?
Wesley says live show. Live set. Let's do a fucking snuff film.
Get the Travel Lodge in Philly. Who was up here?